am doing the A to Z book challenge, I guess. I don't know. Where I'm doing this as like a TBR because I haven't read any of these. So these are books that I'm looking forward to reading because I don't really do TBRs all that much anymore. And I just figure this is kind of a neat way to show some of the books that I'm looking forward to. So I am going to, I'm just going to show you the books and let me know if you have read any of them and would recommend any of them. This is kind of the rabbit trail video from the Truth or Dare, the second part of the Truth or Dare tag video that Oshina and I did. So this is kind of just a tangent from that. Okay, so for the letter A, I've chosen Abomination by Colleen Coble. The more I read Colleen Coble, the less I think she's an author for me, because there's only been like one or two that I've really enjoyed, and then the rest have been flops. So I do not know. I think this one is a little bit eerie, perhaps, so I'm hoping maybe it works for that reason. But there is a letter A. Letter B, Blackguard's Moon by George Brian Polivka? I don't know. Oh, it still has my sticker from the Truth or Dare tag on it. Anyway, this one is a historical fiction, I think. It is Christian fiction, and I've just been really interested in reading about like ships and pirates and mermaids and the ocean and anything like that. So this one caught my eye for that reason. C is The Choosing. Of course, I'm not going to use the or at the beginning of the title. It's just kind of how things like this work, right? So The Choosing, this is by Rochelle Decker. I haven't loved anything from Rochelle Decker yet, but kind of hoping that I really love this because I ended up finding the whole, like all three books. I don't even know if there's more yet, but 3 books of this series at the thrift store. So I have 3 books. I'm really hoping I like these. For D, Dream Treaders by Wayne Thomas Baxton. I also like stories revolving around dreams. I also like that. So I think, oh yeah, juvenile fiction. It talks about the dreams being like a major focus. So that kind of leads me to believe that this is science fiction. I don't know, I'm interested. E is The Escape by Lisa Harris. I've never read a Lisa Harris. So far, all of these are Christian authors. It's just a suspense, I think. Oh, it's romantic suspense, so we'll see. Those aren't always my favorite, but we'll see. I'm interested because I haven't read anything from her and I like suspense, so. Another one is Fatherless by Dr. James Dobson and Kurt Brunner. I had not realized that James Dobson had written a fiction book until I came across this one, which is the main reason I picked it up. So I'm excited for that. Again, the genre is Christian fiction. What is that? That's nothing. Oh, that annoys me. But anyway, the year is 2042. Okay, so we're dealing with science fiction then. Yeah, looks kind of like it could be good. For the letter G, The Gifted by Terry Blackstock. Also, Terry Blackstock is another one of those hit or miss authors for me. But this is just a really short novella, and it sounded kind of interesting. 3 friends rescued from the rubble of an earthquake, miraculously healed of their injuries, then gifted with mysterious powers. So that's kind of cool. And I'm kind of interested to see how I like Terry Blackstock as a like short story or novella author. H is Hacker belonging to the Outlaw Chronicles. I read Eyes Wide Open, and I think this is the same series. I do like Ted Dekker, and this looks super science fiction, and I'm super interested. My name is Naya, and I'm a hacker. I know things most people would never believe, things that shouldn't exist but do. Yeah, I'm interested. I is The Impact of a Single Event by R.L. Prendergrast. This one is on my 21 books to read in 2021. Haven't gotten to it yet, but still really interested in it. So this fulfills the letter I. J is Jamestown by Angela Elwell Hunt. Yeah, looks really cool. I love this art style. It looks like it could be like, oh, torn between two cultures, Pocahontas' niece struggles to find love and God's healing peace. Huh. I didn't realize that it kind of had something to do with Pocahontas, so that's cool. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. The next one is for K. I've got Katira. I love this cover. I think it's just so beautiful and romantic looking. By Lisa T. Berggren. I've only read one Lisa T. Berggren and I didn't care for it. So hopefully this one's better. But yeah, 1772 England. For a letter L, I have The Lamp, which is another short little novella by Jim Stovall. This one is meant to be an allegory, I think. So I'm excited to read this, and it shouldn't take very long anyway. So yeah, that'll be cool. And we are still at All the Authors Are Christians, so doing pretty good. Jessie Burton, The Miniaturist. This one is not Christian fiction. I don't believe it is. It is historical. 1686. So I guess we'll see how that one goes. I like the cover. The next one is a Melanie Dickerson, and I really need to read more Melanie Dickerson because I seem to really enjoy her books. This one is The Orphan Wish, which is on the latter end of her Hoggenheim series. I've only read a couple of those, but like I said, I need to read more, and looking forward to reading this one. I don't remember which fairy tale. Is this one an Aladdin? I think this is Aladdin retelling. I think. That one is Christian. The next one is for P, The Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan. This is a classic I need to read. I really want to read. I think I've heard somewhere that it's kind of difficult to read, just the writing style, because it's so old. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I am looking forward to trying it for the first time. Q, I have The Queen of the Tierling by Erica Johansson. This one I have seen on BookTube. Not a ton, but a few people I've seen it on their channels, and yeah, I believe it's fantasy. Yep, it's not fiction. It's not Christian, I don't believe. A young woman, a kingdom, an evil enemy, a birthright foretold. Okay, so it sounds very typical of a fantasy story. So, I don't know. I think I'm getting a little burnt out with the whole fantasy, like, they follow a formula, which is annoying because it makes the story more predictable. Anyway, for the letter R, I've got Revolutionary by Krista McGee. This book, I mean, it is on my TBR, obviously, but it is book 3, and I've only read the first one, so I need to get the second one first, and then I'll get to this one. But I am interested in reading this one because I really love the first one. As you can see, it's on my favorites shelf. Oh, maybe you can't see. There it is. Anyway, yeah, so looking forward to continuing that series. Saint Julian by Walter Wangerin Jr. This one is also from my 21 books to read in 2021. So I really need to get to this one too because I'm very interested in it. Ooh, we got ourselves a bookmark. Don't know how I missed that. Anyway, I really want to read this one, but it's kind of a theme. The Treasure Box by Penelope J. Stokes. I have a few of Penelope J. Stokes' books at this point, and I haven't read any of them yet, so I'm really, really, really interested to see what kind of story she writes. It's definitely like, I mean, the back it looks like a map and the treasure box. So it might fit into my ship pirate thing that I'm into right now. We will see. But I really like her covers for this series. I have a few of these in this series, so looking forward to getting to that one. Now, here's a good, I don't know, I want to say this is an 80s cover. Yeah, it's 80s. I love these mass market paperback 80s fantasy covers. They are so fun. So, but this is actually 16 Tales About the Most Wonderful Creatures of All. So these are a bunch of short stories. So I'm totally down for that. Like, that'd be awesome. Really interested. Next up is the letter V. We've got Vines of Entanglement by Lisa Carter. I haven't read anything by Lisa Carter yet, but this one looks awesome. The cover's cool. It is Christian fiction. The Unicorns was not Christian fiction. So far there's 3 that are mainstream fiction. So anyway, back to this one. It looks fiction, Christian suspense. I don't know. No matter how fast you run, the past has a way of catching up with you. We'll see. We'll see. The cover looks amazing. So, and of course it's a new author, one that I've never read before. So that's also interesting. For W, I picked up Wonder Woman by Leigh Bardugo. I tried Six of Crows twice, and I just couldn't get into the story. I'm hoping it's not a Leigh Bardugo thing, and I'm hoping that I love this one. Yeah, that's all I can say. That's all I can say. I like the Wonder Woman movie. This one is not Christian. Leigh Bardugo, I don't believe, is a Christian author. Okay, so the next one is the letter X, and I did look, and as you can imagine, I don't have any books that start with the letter X. So, to accommodate that, I decided to choose a title with the letter X in it. So I've gone with Oxygen. This is a science fiction, Christian science fiction, microbiologist, NASA, Mars. Yeah, we'll see. For Y, I've got You're the Only One That I Want by Susan May Warren. I've never read any Susan May Warren, but I know that Oshina really likes her, I think. So, yeah, I'm willing to give it a try. Oh, it has a character in the NHL. That's interesting. But anyway, yeah, this I believe is just romance. It's a Christian author, Christian romance. I don't know. I may not like it, but that's okay. And then the last one, again, as you can imagine, there's no books on my bookshelves that start with the letter Z. So I went with Frenzy by Robert Liparulo. Again, this is book 6 of the Dreamhouse Kings series, so I won't be getting to this one anytime soon because I'll have to read the first 5 first, but it is on my TBR, so I'm gonna include it here. And this is juvenile fiction. It looks creepy, but I hope that's not misleading, because I'd kind of like it to be creepy. We'll see, I guess. There is my A to Z TBR, I guess you could say, maybe. Let me know. I want to hear if you guys have read any of these, if you've liked any of them, if you have heard bad things about them. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And we are keeping this rabbit trail video train going. I am going to follow up with an A to Z TBR video with middle grade. And that's gonna be really fun. So look out for that. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.